Well, hello. I thought I'd make a different type of video. It is Friday, 6th of September. It is 10 to 7 in the evening. I'm hoping to catch the sunset before we leave. We're currently walking down a lane that takes us to the back of the southerly wood. But we're not going in the wood, just going to go around the outside of the back of it. It's a walk that I quite often do with Maggie on an evening. So I thought I'd film it for once. Yeah, the sun is already on its way down, coming up to the bend here at the back. We just have to watch out for cyclists here because they seem to come upon you extremely quickly. I don't want Maggie getting run over. I'll try and zoom in, but there is a giant haystack there. And no, that wasn't a reference to the 1970s wrestler, if you can remember that. No, we're not going in there, Maggie. Yeah, so that's the woods, little bridge into the woods. Too overgrown, and we had rain the other night. It'll be soaking, all muddy and horrible. We are going that way, round the back of the wood. Yeah, we've also got to watch out for horse manure, because if it's fresh, she likes to eat it, just like Mikey used to do. And a couple of weeks ago, we found some badger, I can't say, kind of a mess. And she decided to roll in that. It was lovely and tarry and sticky. It took some getting out, I'll tell you. Getting further down. Oh, it's Mr. Squirrel. Going to investigate. Yeah, it's lovely around the back of this wood. The only problem is, I think I showed you this a couple of years ago on the inside of the wood, is this place. It stinks. Oh, Maggie's frightened of a pigeon. It's only a pigeon. It's weird. We've just spotted fresh horse manure. Better get onto it. Leave it. Leave it. Go. There's a lovely purple haze to this field. I don't know what it is growing in it. I've no idea. Look at this landscape. And this is right on my doorstep. Maggie sat waiting patiently thinking, what are you talking about, Mark? We've got a crop of what looks like... Maggie, out please. I don't know why I said please, the dog doesn't understand that word. A crop of sunflowers. Well, I couldn't think of a better thing to do on a Friday evening. All this peace and quiet. We're away from the road edge now. All I can hear is birds. I can hear an aircraft. Apart from that, it's nice and quiet. I always think this looks lovely, I do. Call me old and stupid, if you like, but the way the sun's shining on just one side of the trees there, at this time of night, it's just such a lovely sight. You can see it on them leaves there as well. What do you think? Eh? Well, that's pretty clever of her, that. See that blind bend there? And teaching her to stay at the side of me when we get to him, in case, you know, there's a horse coming round there or something. Or a crazy dog. She's remembering. Okay, it's all clear. You can go. Come on. Sorry if it's just all scenery, but it looks so good. Better than watching the telly. Yeah, just telling the dog to steady up there, because I know there's a wasp nest on the bank on one side. I've been past it a few times. I just called her Mikey. It's strange, isn't it, after all this time? It never leaves you. I still think about him quite a lot, actually. You know, it's a strange thing, isn't it? But, you know, like I said before, if you've lived with somebody for 14 years, you can't forget them just like that. And I don't want to forget them, it's just, you know, I deal with it a lot better. Hey! Now. Hey! Out! Well, the unthinkable's happened. Yes, where was I? Before the badger muck experience. Yes, I still think about Mikey quite a lot, on and off. like I said, I can deal with it now. It can be a bit upsetting if you think about it too much. But, you know, I look at it in a different way now. We was lucky to have him. It was such a good experience. Yeah, but you've got to move on. So that's why I take Maggie out. Christ, I've just tried to clean that badger muck off her. That's all this long grass all curled up. I managed to get the smell on my hands. I've rubbed my hands in some wet grass, but it's still not good enough. Why do bloody dogs do it? Just gonna head round this corner. Won't be long till we're turning back. Stinky. So we've turned round. Take a nice steady walk back. And if she rolls in that muck again, I don't like her in the ditches, but I'll put her in myself. Clean her off. Heading back, there's not a soul about. I don't believe that she's found it again. Fortunately, she's listened to me. The information on my phone said the sun sets at 7:30. Well, that sun there, you're talking about, Mark, the same bloody sun we get every day. Has got 6 minutes to set. Can't see that happening, can you? So I'm going to park my backside for a little while the sun sets. See if we can get some good shots. Get out of that crop. Hey, out. And gotta try and keep Maggie away from me though, because she's covered in badger. Up, up, stay away. Shh, shh. Now I'm not kicking the dog, I'm just directing her. Well, I've got up and I'm going to move because the sun's gone behind some clouds, so we might get some colouring in a few minutes, but I might as well move further along. Come on then, Stinko. I was just thinking, this field in front of me is quite scrubby enough for a barn owl visit. It's about that sort of time, but we don't get to see one. It's a strange thing that, as I'm looking in this camera, and unfortunately looking at myself, it looks like it's broad daylight. I can assure you the light is fading. That's how good these cameras are at capturing light. Somebody's parked up there, so I hope they're not coming this way. Yeah, it's changing fast now. Somebody over there walking the dog probably got out of that vehicle. Probably the same reason as me, wanted to catch the sunset. Just had to move, there's something rather large and buzzy going on. Unfortunately it's taken us nearer to the stinky sewage works. There's somebody coming down here now. I'm just going to have to leash the dog up. Quite a few people around. Some dog somewhere going nutty. There's somebody coming up behind me with a few barky dogs. Well, that was an experience and a half. And about 5 or 6 Labrador shouted at me to, we're waiting for you to pass, and I shouted, well, I'm staying. So I came down this field area here, and lo and behold, the person that was behind me had about 6 or 7 Jack Russells just doing their nut. Oh, what a way to spend the evening. It still looks light on the camera. I can assure you, we're walking away because we're not going to be able to see where we're going. There's a gap in the hedge on the way back down the lane. Farmer's still busy, he's got his headlights on, plowing at this time of night. Wow. So yeah, you can see how dark it is behind us now. It's even darker to the human eye. We need to get down that Horncastle Road because there's no lighting on it. Well, that tractor's getting closer to this hedge. It's getting mighty dark. Thank you for joining me for this different sort of video. Tell me if you liked it or not.